Hey there, StarCraft fans. Welcome to the newest episode of Blizzplanet.com's StarCraft Summary. As always, I'm your host, the Bearded Gamer, Chris Arnone. Now let's get into that surprisingly esports free this week, weekly news roundup.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Now, how is it that this roundup is completely free of esports? That's because we've got much bigger things to talk about. See, production director Chris Sagatti, I hope I didn't butcher his name, he wrote a new development blog detailing a bunch of new features for Heart of the Swarm multiplayer. I mean, pretty much, if you want it, it's in there. All right, let's get into it. Okay, the first off is resume from replay. Now, as most of you know, there's no LAN in StarCraft 2. Now, they said that there's some piracy issues involved, so they flat out will not put LAN parties into StarCraft 2. And of course, that causes some issues even at some of these big, competitions. Oop, I think I just said esports. But anyway, sometimes, a match will drop and they either have to start over or a judge has to make a decision. Well, now this new resume from replay, you can essentially get right back into where you were based on a replay. And so that should take away these judges' decisions and whatnot. Now, this could also possibly affect maybe when you're practicing. Say you're in a match, and of course it takes like 20 minutes to get up into that sort of super battle range. And, this could be like, at that point, you could replay that section from that point forward to really get a sense of how you need to micromanage that super battle part of the match and really learn how to micromanage your end game. So not just for the esports, but for everyone else, this is a really good thing, this resume from replay. So, global play is finally coming. Yeah, you will no longer be restricted to just your region. So now you can compete with, say, if you have friends in Europe, or if you're in Europe and you have friends in America, or Australia, or wherever. And of course, if you're one of those hardcore people, you can now play against those super hardcore Korean players. So you can practice if you want to get better, or just play with your friends all around the globe. It's going to be great stuff. A new clan/grouping system is coming into play. They don't have an exact name for it yet, but you can very much think of it like, sort of a clan in like World of Warcraft. And what this will really help you do is pre-create these groupings for doing like 2-on-2, 3-on-3, or 4-on-4 battles with a group of your friends. It'll also make it easier to play against your friends, easier to find them because they're going to be in your little clan/group kind of thing. And now, Blizzplanet has to wonder, could we possibly see some clan tournaments down the road? Of course, we're talking like, Call of Duty has a lot of big clan esports kind of stuff. Could we see this now move over into StarCraft with Heart of the Swarm? Because you can have these clans and tournament 2-on-2, 3-on-3, 4-on-4 kind of matches. That could be pretty cool and a new variation to that whole arena. Unranked matchmaking. Finally, this has got to be the one that was just like, really, why is that not there? They are finally bringing in unranked matchmaking, which means you can play random opponents without getting into the ladder. So if you're a little ladder shy, you're not so sure about the whole ranked thing, yes, you can now find random opponents, which I think everyone's just going to like that a lot better. It's much better for practicing than either beating up on your friends all the time or just playing against computer AI. So just this massive list of all these cool things that are coming to StarCraft 2 and Heart of the Swarm for multiplayer. So our big question for you that we want to know, throw down your answer in the comments. With all these new changes announced, what are you most looking forward to? I mean, is it the resume from replay, the global play, unranked matchmaking? What of all these awesome things are you most looking forward to? Tell us in the comments. While you're on YouTube, hey, check out Bearded Gamer Show. My show's pretty awesome too. This is more specific to Blizzard, but mine's sort of everything gaming and comics and beards. And of course, head over to blizzplanet.com. All the news, reviews, fantastic community, everything you could possibly need to know about Blizzard Entertainment games. See you guys next week.